Hello
Hi.
guys, welcome to the first NooE Podcast. Yeah.
So, let's go through a rundown, I guess.
Yeah, you wanna start us off with the fucking things?
Sure.
Okay,
Well, I was gonna go through who we all are first. So,
that would probably be a good idea.
yeah. So here we got Baskets Global Games. We got D Daddy Supreme,
Hi.
aka Weirdo879, formerly known as at least. Yep. And he's recording. Then we got Ryan, aka Ryan on Blade. We got Subject Delta 007. Woo!
Hey, I'm so cool. Just kidding, I have no friends.
I'm so fair.
Let's be honest.
I'm your friend.
No, you're not.
Yes, I
All
am.
friends here.
Oh. Alright.
Oh. He's mine. Hayden, back off. I'm kidding.
Alright, this is really turning interesting.
Yeah, that tends to happen with us.
Not a podcast,
I've contemplated
it's
just recording our Skype calls before, just normally, because we talk about some weird shit sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, so, should we move on to our first topic, guys?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, so, first topic on the list, guys. Games we can't wait to play. Personally, I'm really excited for the new season of the Telltale games, The Walking Dead. They haven't released anything on it, but I've been really enjoying it so far. It's been an emotionally scarring ride.
I've heard very good things about The Walking Dead. Also, are you like rubbing your mic?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I was moving it around, sorry, my bad.
We can all hear that. For me, a game that I can't wait to play is the new Zelda. I can't wait to see if they actually make it Link or if they make it a female, you know?
Actually, what is it? What is it called again?
Wasn't it announced that it was Link?
I think... No, they said that they're not going to say it was Link. But there's a lot of people theorizing whether it is or isn't Link.
What is the game called again?
I don't know, it's just the new Zelda game. I'm not sure
Yeah,
the name yet.
I'll actually look it up while you guys are talking.
That
So-
one Zelda game.
Yeah.
Something
That
War.
one Zelda game. It was at PAX 2014.
The Legend
PAX?
is-
Yep.
No, it wasn't PAX, it was E3.
Legend of Zelda: Hyrule Warriors.
No, not that one. That's not.
Well, that one seems pretty interesting, though.
It seems interesting, but I've never really been a big fan of Dynasty Warriors. It seems stupid to me.
It's called Hyrule Warriors.
I mean, I even
Wait.
got bored of fucking like Dead Rising after like a day or two.
Dude, everybody does.
Yeah.
It is. It's just kill zombies. Okay, this is fun. I'm done.
Yeah, and
Bye.
Hyrule Warriors is basically the same thing, only instead of zombies, they're weird elf things, and you were Link instead of whatever the hell you are in that game.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Or something.
thing. But it's the first official Nintendo Zelda game where you can actually play as Zelda.
Yeah.
That's
Because
Well,
No.
wait, you
No.
can play as Zelda in Super Smash Bros.
well,
well,
we're
that's
talking
Super
about
Smash Bros.
True.
we're talking about
But
this
then technically, this isn't the first Zelda game or first Nintendo game that you can play as Zelda.
It's I didn't say just Nintendo game. It's a Nintendo Zelda game.
It's not technically in the Zelda series, though. It's its own thing.
The first game where you can
Is
actually
it Link Between Worlds?
play CDI
Link
game.
Between Worlds. No, that's that one was I think E3 2013.
Daniel. Basically,
Oh.
the first kind of Nintendo game where you can play as Zelda was the Philips CDI Zelda franchise. Or Zelda, actually.
Don't talk to me about that game.
It's just so bad. In fact, you played it and it's awful.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so
Terrible.
who else has a game they're
Pretty
looking
bad.
forward to, I guess?
I'm looking forward to the new Battlefield.
really.
New Battlefield.
Really?
Hardline. Mostly because it actually has stealth.
I don't know.
That,
I'm going along
that
with
game looks
everybody
really...
else.
Yeah, that game looks kind of the beta was kind of
Or the beta was much better than Battlefield 4
They-
beta, let's be honest with that.
All of the videos and shit.
Well, no,
just
I
say,
think they should do?
Hold on, all the videos and shit just say that that new Zelda game is Zelda Wii U.
Yeah, that's why I looked it up. It says the new Zelda game for Wii U. That's all it says.
Alright,
Personally,
so
I feel like
Battlefield.
Battlefield Hardline should basically just be like a Payday 3 with the Cops and Robbers DLC.
Probably.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's actually on the, like, just because of Battlefield being Battlefield or because of my computer, but my sensitivity on that game, it definitely feels like it's made for a controller, not a mouse. You know? It's like my...
Battlefield is, well, mostly made for PC. I mean, look at all the buttons that you're supposed to use.
Yeah, it feels like I'm trying to put my mouse, like, on a block of glass and trying to play with that. You know? It just doesn't work.
And you had frame rate issues.
Yeah. Well, actually, I looked at my FPS, and it wasn't that bad. But, I don't know.
Did you know that Battlefield 4 is actually not made on the same engine as Battlefield 3, but they have reused textures from Battlefield 3 to Battlefield?
I wonder why they would change engines.
Mostly because it's the newer engine that they made it on. It was like Frostbite. Yeah, the Frostbite engine.
Probably. Alright, so Ryan, what about you? Or did I just
I know what
interrupt
our-
you, Baskets?
What?
Did I just interrupt you?
It's the Frostbite 4 engine Battlefield 4 made on. You can continue.
Alright. So what about you, Ryan?
I know it's already come out and it's been out for a while. I just don't have an Xbox up here. I want to play Destiny. That's what I don't know.
Ew.
I'm looking forward to that.
Destiny's
You're
a
gonna
big...
give your...
Yeah.
No.
I've heard a lot of good things about that game. I've not heard anyone say anything bad about that game, except for people who have not played it, comparing it to Call of Duty.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I have it, and it's. I have it.
That's kind of disappointing.
Really?
Compare
I
Destiny.
heard that some people were disappointed with how low the level cap was, like right off the bat, because people kept getting maxed out right off the bat, and I heard a lot of people complaining about that.
It's okay. I have it, and it is one of the best games I have played in a while. But it is definitely not like. It is not if you're used to Call of Duty, you would hate it. It's just the worst game possible.
RPG game.
I
Because it is.
It is.
But
It really is.
that's the thing. I've always been like a fan of what Bungie does and stuff, and this was like something new they were coming out, and I've been excited to play it.
What I noticed playing Destiny for like the very first time was that the animation for the weapon sway is the same thing from Halo. It's kind of
right off the bat. If there were a few things that game reminded me of, it was Halo and Call of Duty.
even the melee.
Yeah.
Melee animation is exactly like the Halo melee animation. Like I mean, exactly.
It is.
When I first saw it on the E3, actually, I legitimately thought that it was a new Halo game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Until they actually said Destiny.
It's an MMO.
Yeah.
Halo's not. Has never been an MMO.
Yeah, it seems like some weird mix between like Halo and Warframe with the planet system and.
Yeah.
You compare
But it just seems like a good game to me. I've seen a couple of playthroughs on it a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, looks
At
interesting.
least it's not just like another Call of Duty 47.
Oh, thank God, it's not another freaking Call of Duty.
But Destiny
So what about
different from Warframe, mostly because it's good.
Yeah. Warframe is a piece of crap.
Micro DLC horror.
Warframe
Like-
is so bad.
Warframe became a DLC.
I've had
Came to console.
like I used to love that game. It's just I've had a bad experience with it.
Warframe used to have fun gameplay.
Yeah,
Everything
until
else
it
about
added.
was bad. Now, hold on. This is literally what that game looks like. You know, like the Alien movies where there's like all the random like smoke and shit in the spaceships, like or like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that. I went to a Grenier spaceship a bit ago, and I could not see because of how much like steam was in my face. And there was just so much shit.
I have no idea.
They've been trying way too hard to make it look good. It just looks like shit, and it plays like shit.
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
So what about you, Hayden? What game are you?
You want to get something interesting about Warframe that I found out?
What?
They stole
Baskets.
lots of their textures from other games.
Hmm.
Like a lot of other games.
Really?
Yeah. Like, you know the main plant texture for, like, the Grenier Earths, or Grenier planets?
Yeah.
They reuse that from guess what game?
What?
Aliens. Marine, or Alien... Marine... Whatever it's called?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember its name off the top of my head. I remember really bad reviews about that game, though.
They stole it from that
Yeah.
game. Colonial Marines. Aliens Colonial Marines. They stole textures from that game for plants.
Also,
So,
did we ask Hayden's favorite yet? Or the game that he can't wait to play?
No, I'm just kind of here.
Hayden, what game are you pumped up for?
Pumped up. I don't know. There's quite a few. I'd say right now, being the nerd I am, it's probably Batman Arkham Knight. Just because I'm a nerd, and that's just how I do it. And
Actually, though,
Arkham Asylum was one of the best.
It was. It was great.
actually though,
It's gonna
It
be
broke ground.
bad console.
actually though, I totally forgot about that game. That game looks awesome.
It looks beautiful.
All
I
the
can't
Batman
wait.
Arkham games look pretty good, except that it's gonna probably lag on all the consoles if you think about it. Again, going with my point of how the consoles are already outdated, and there's probably going to be new consoles coming from Microsoft and Sony in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
Psycho anymore.
If a console goes above 30 FPS, it's fucking time to raise your dongers. You know? It's like something to
Seriously.
celebrate about.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom, get the camera. It went to 32 FPS.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna move on to the next topic here. Horror games coming up this year. I'm gonna start off this topic. So the list this year has actually been pretty decent compared to past years. They've been coming out with a lot more than I expected. I'm really happy with all of them. So this year we've got Evil Within, which has gotten raven reviews so far. Usually I think they've been like ranging between a 9 and a 10 and an 8-ish.
Huh.
And even Eurogamer gave it a 9. And
Oh, snap.
they don't give numbers out that easily.
Yeah, hold the phone here.
Which one
But-
is the Evil
And then
Within again?
also, that is the one. It's there's a guy who from Resident Evil who stepped in to help make that, and there's a lot of elements from that game in there, and it's just really cool. But like basically, this guy like is a detective. It's really kind of like a movie style almost. And then Alien Isolation also came out.
It's
and,
60 bucks
I'm
right now on
excited.
Steam.
Better than all
I know,
Alien.
I'm so.
It's probably
None
gonna
of
go
you
down to
guys.
30 in like a month. If I had to
Yeah.
guess.
If you guys have seen some of the gameplay of like that people trying it with the Oculus Rift, it looks because you can't like cover your eyes or anything. It's just like you got like a freaking alien making scary noises, and also I watched some gameplay of like the survival mode, and that looks incredibly fun and like enough to drop a load in your pants.
Seriously. It looks pretty great. I've
Watching
been
some of
looking
the
at
reviews
that.
on Steam, and it does look pretty damn good. Well, not the reviews,
Yeah.
the trailers.
One thing about
Yeah.
Alien Isolation was it's like the best Alien game that is out there. Alien Colonial Marines sucked. A lot of it.
As far as I'm concerned, it's the only Alien game out there right now because it's just borderline amazing.
And it's going along with the Alien storyline where there's only, or the first two movies anyway, where there's only one alien, not like thousands of aliens like Colonial Marines did, which was completely incorrect.
Yeah, when I
Actually,
watched,
there's a ton of aliens in the thing because they're following the first movie, which they found a hive. Spoilers, but I'm sorry, it's a 30-year-old movie. Get over it.
Yeah, when I watched that movie like 4 or 5 years ago, I think now. I remember thinking, man, if people do not make a game about this, I'm gonna fucking flip shit.
Yeah, it's
Well, actually, it's not based off the movie, it's based off of Ripley's daughter, the game.
Yeah.
but it basically follows the strict path of the
Even
movie.
more spoilers. It wouldn't even be able to actually be Ripley because I'm pretty sure she died at the end of the third movie, right?
Takes
Wait,
more
I
for
already
that.
said spoilers.
God.
Hey, Daniel. I wouldn't check that on recording, but
Again,
Yeah.
it's like a fucking old ass movie.
I wouldn't check that on the recording.
Remember, I'm not actually going to use any of this video.
Oh, okay then. You can look at it.
Yeah.
Are you near
Just
your?
don't. Just shush. Okay, so
But yeah,
what
that
other
game-
games are?
That game looks pretty damn fun. I've seen some people play it, and it looks spooky as shit.
It looks
Yeah.
immersive as hell. But
The AI of the alien seems very well crafted. Like I've never seen any AI that is that good, especially not with the TF2 bots. Those things are fucking stupid.
Yep. Here, wait, let me just heal you with my syringe gun.
Those are only on 19.
Yeah, I
They
know,
still
but
do
still,
pretty damn
they're
stupid shit.
bots, aren't they?
But the 19
What
bots actually got fixed. If you didn't know.
Yeah, they did get fixed.
hey guys, let's
Yeah.
try and stay on topic. Hayden, what do you think of Alien Isolation? I don't know if I heard you say anything about it.
It sucks and it's stupid.
Okay, there's Hayden.
I would
Right.
have to agree with him. I hate horror games.
I
Do you
just
hate
love
them
horror
because they're
games.
not fun, or do you hate them because you're not good at them?
Both.
I see.
Okay, hey, here's the thing, okay? People like that are opinionated, don't retaliate to this because we can't have that on the podcast because it's being annoying as hell and we need to move on. Anyways,
All
so
right.
the thing about people like that say they hate horror games, that's an opinion. You don't like horror. People that like horror, it is a fantastic game and it's the most beautiful thing ever made. But to like someone who doesn't
not-
like horror, they're like, no, it's a piece of shit. I hate it.
How about this?
I'm not
The
saying I
point-
hate the game.
I
I'm
said don't
saying I
retaliate.
hate-
The
No,
point
no,
of a
just
podcast
one sec.
is to have a stable conversation going, you know? And I'm
But-
also
Yeah.
hearing both opinions.
But wait, it's
Oh,
not that
yeah,
I
I'll hear all
hate.
of them.
It's not that I hate the games. It's that I just don't like the genre at all. So I've never gotten into them. So they've just never clicked with me. If you get what I'm saying.
Exactly, that's the thing. So you can't say that it's horrible.
Well, he just said his opinion. So, when you
Yeah.
ask for an opinion is given, you know? Whatever.
Yeah, but okay, anyway, moving on.
I like survival games, no matter if they're survival horror or not. That's why I actually went back to Cry of Fear a while ago and tried to play it and realized that it does run better on this computer, but it still runs like shit. Cause that,
Well, it's
Cry
made
of
on the
Fear-
Half-Life 1 engine.
Yeah, Cry of Fear isn't really a horror game. It's definitely more of a survival game where you barely have any ammo, but it's still
And
fun
it's
every once in a while.
Ammo, you waste it.
Yeah. It's a lot. It seems a lot
Okay,
more like
so-
a story mode version of No More Room in Hell.
Man, I might play the campaign of Black Ops 2 again.
All right.
Ew. Okay,
I'll play
anyways.
some zombies.
So what other horror games are coming out? Until Dawn. Hayden's probably gonna jizz his pants at this, but the makers of Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain are making a horror game.
Beyond Two
Oh
Souls and-
no!
I bet it's gonna be
Ah.
because
It's gonna be amazing.
On Two Souls
Ah.
was
So
So it's basically going to be an interactive horror movie.
yeah, so
They
here's
tell a
how it
damn
is.
good
Okay, I'm reading this
story.
description.
My opinion on their games is they tell a damn good story, but the gameplay is kind of dry. You know.
a game.
Well,
Movie.
the whole point of it is to kind of just sit back and watch how your actions unfold in the game, and I think that's awesome. And this game is going to be more so than that than ever because I'll read the description for you guys right here. And this is from onlysp.com. They're a really reliable source. I go to them for most of my information, but it says here, in the game, players will experience different perspectives as teenagers in a remote cabin in the mountain woods will be hunted down by a masked serial killer. In this anniversary of the death of their friend Sam, and the game will star actors Hayden Panettiere, Rami Malek, and Brett Dalton. No tentative release date has been announced, but it's gonna be kind of similar to like Friday the 13th. Like, you're gonna be able to decide who wins and who dies. So if you're like, oh, I hate this guy, fuck him, you can make a decision. But the thing is, it might affect another character's choices and that you're able to make for them or whatever.
I see.
So it's like really webbed well together for what the trailers I've seen.
Yeah. Again, they're fun every
That
once
actually
in a while,
sounds-
that kind of game.
That sounds kind of a cool game.
It sounds a lot like the Walking Dead games, actually.
Yeah,
It does actually.
yeah.
Alright, there's also
next-
Neverending Nightmares. It already came out, but that was still fairly recent. That looks like a pretty damn good game.
Yeah, I
Ah.
actually played that game.
Yes, he has played that game, and I watched him play that game, and he definitely does not like dolls, that's for sure.
Austin, since you have played it, how about you tell us how it is?
Toys move. I shit my pants. It's great. It's just fantastic. I love it so much.
Yeah, I really like the art style, and the horror is very well made. It
Yeah.
definitely does its job at being a horror game, as you can see.
It's based off of the developer's depression, which is pretty, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty goddamn intense.
Well, it's a bad thing of what he based it off of, but it makes it for such a great experience because it's, you know, depression can do a lot of bad things to a person. And
Yeah.
I thought it was depression and like paranoid schizophrenia or something like that.
Yeah.
mostly depression, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, so anyways, while he does that, I'm gonna move on to the next game. And guys, when I saw the trailer and I saw the I don't want to spoil it right off the bat, but when I saw the teaser for this game, I'm just gonna call it that. I nearly died and cried of happiness because this game inspired my horror and like influx into it and like how I loved it so much and like all the things and how it terrified me. I loved every bit of it. And also I hated it and it made me like scarred as a child, but ladies and gentlemen, Silent Hills is coming out and it's starring Norman Reedus.
I've heard many great things about Silent Hill.
I'm
From Alpha?
This one game?
No, not from Alpha. I mean.
So I'm gonna let you guys know.
Wars.
This game has been called the most this game, they're hyping it up to be the scariest game ever made. And if it's not, I'm gonna cry.
Oh right, that's the one with the like the game thing that's like you're walking around the same room over and over again. It just slightly changes each time.
Yeah, that's the playable teaser. That's why I called it a teaser, because I didn't really know how to call it without saying it.
Yeah, that looks fucking terrifying. And
Yeah, the fetus in the sink looked amazing.
Yeah, have you heard that some guy just like changed the gamma a bit and a few of the other things, just a tiny bit of photoshopping, and he made it look like a real fucking photo.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
I would not be
You might-
surprised, actually.
You might have to throw me up a link to that.
I'll try to find one.
Like, to be honest, I would not be surprised. It's pretty good.
Yeah, this
But
graphics
yeah,
are
so-
good.
But yeah,
Now,
this game,
See,
if it does not have Pyramid Head, everyone in this call, everyone on the podcast in the future will hear me cry myself to sleep at night because I will hate life. Because it cannot be Silent Hill without at least a cameo of Pyramid Head. And also I want to hear like Norman Reedus scream like a little bitch at him.
It's the only reason why Austin wants to see that. I'm stuck in my head, yeah.
He wants to see the
Yeah.
Illuminati.
That's it.
Okay, filler. I'm trying to see if there's any other horror games coming out soon on this website. It looks like that's it that I can think of. There are a couple other titles, but they don't look as big, so I'm not really gonna go over them. And I know nothing about them, so I did my research. I'll tell you what.
Halo Master Chief.
Anyways, Walking Dead Season 5 premiere. Am I the only one here who's seen it?
Nope.
Yes. Oh.
Yes.
No, I guess not.
Yes? No?
No. No.
Baskets is
Guess
saying.
not.
I thought it was amazing. I liked how they started it off. It was kind of caught up out in the moment. And yeah.
Yeah, I do not know what to Google to find this.
Hold on.
Probably.
But yeah, I thought it was a great way to start off the season. I'm thanking God that they didn't start off farming again because that was boring as all hell. I'm excited to see how the characters kind of develop from there. I don't want to spoil anything because Hayden is going to be watching it probably soon.
I am.
Okay, so
Very, very soon.
I guess that's the end of that topic. I guess we're going to be talking about Call of Duty now.
Oh,
That's what it says.
Call of Duty!
Call of Duty.
God.
So, anybody here want to start off on what they think of the amazing trailer?
It's so good. I can't handle the new graphics. They're so high quality. I just want to go.
What do you think about it being a cross between game and movie, Baskets? Do you think that's going to tie over well into the multiplayer? Do you think it's going to be a really good 24-hour film?
I like exosuits.
Once again, I think about this game, this Call of Duty game, the same thing that I think about every other Call of Duty game before it, ever since Black Ops 2. The trailer did a good job. They made a good trailer, and they probably have damn good graphics. But the community,
But it's still going to be shit.
the community is going to drive it into the shitter, and it's going to become a piece of shit.
yeah, basically like that. Like little screaming kids, like, kill me!
How dare it!
Yeah.
And then those
Okay, so
Well put.
life.
so I guess with all that said, Call of Duty's going to be shit.
Probably.
You heard it here
Oh no,
first.
you're talking about Call of Duty is where it's at.
So, Cool Cups.
Oh, right.
Daniel,
the
Cool Cups.
It's time for... Okay, everybody shut up and listen to Daniel. It's story time, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, can I get my popcorn?
Yeah, go and get your pop.
Sure.
Alright. Yes.
Okay, one sec.
Wait,
No,
wait,
not those. Here, these.
Brian, no eating during the stream. Or stream podcast
I
thing.
could be streaming. OBS is actually a live
We-
streaming software that also has recording software in it, but I'm not.
Well, I think it's a little bit too late for that.
Yeah, I envy the day when we can all have like an office where we can just like drink beer together while we do this.
Yes.
Yes. Beautiful.
Yes.
I probably won't drink, though.
You pansy.
Wait, why are you the one saying you're not going to drink? My first unturned video was of you being drunk as hell.
Because I want to quit
Alright.
before I'm like 21. Just to be... Yeah.
Fuck the police.
Who are you? Who are you? What have you done?
He's coming straight from the underground. Okay, Daniel. Full cups.
Alright, cool guys. Back in Texas, when I used to live in Texas, I was, in an apartment complex, and I had a neighbor, whose name was Miss Nanny, and she was, this big black lady. And she decided to like start a business where she got Kool-Aid, and she put it in like a little plastic
Jesus.
cup, and she froze it, and she sold it for like $0.25. And it was, for some reason, all the rage with the kids in that fucking apartment complex. Like, they all fucking loved Cool Cups. To the point to where, and like,
There's weed in it.
fucking day, until one day she like yelled at them for it. Every fucking day. Most of the time when she was like asleep or away from her home, away from, the apartment complex. These fucking kids would just come up to her door and be like, and they would just keep fucking doing that all fucking day for like hours at a time. And I could hear it because my house was right next to hers. And it was so fucking annoying. So yeah, that's the story about Cool Cups, I suppose.
That's all?
Pretty much.
Shut up, Austin. That was beautiful.
That's it?
I literally cried when I heard the story. It was more powerful than the Notebook.
Like this if you cry every time.
Okay, what about you, Hayden? Do you got a story?
I have a story.
Yeah.
I watched you sleep once.
How was that?
No, I don't have an eventful life. My life sucks. So, boring.
You ever had anything happen to you? Nothing traumatic? You never touched by your uncle?
Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, no.
What about...
Basket is sure to have a lot of interesting stories because he almost lives with Ethan and how much they fucking go to each other. Isn't that right, Baskets? Tell us a story about something you did with Ethan. Hello, you there?
Hold on, you anus.
Alright. Now let's get a story from Brian.
Hmm?
Do you have any stories?
Not really, no.
Austin,
You can't think of a story?
Yeah?
I can tell
Finals and BOA. Yeah, okay.
What'd you say?
I can tell
Finals
this-
BOA.
I can
I
tell
was
the
talking to
story. I can tell a story about how you and me were no longer friends because of a girl.
If you want.
Dude, no, that's weird.
Okay. We don't talk
bring it
about
up
that
and I
anymore.
drop it. Yeah, no, we don't talk about that. That's a horrible part of our lives.
Suck that bitch.
Seriously.
So,
Tell the story about Illuminati again. Yeah, Basket,
Oh.
tell your story.
okay, you want me to tell my story now, or?
Yeah.
Alright, so
Basket, tell your story.
one day I was at Ethan's house, and nobody else was home. So I asked him to scream as loud as he could. And I literally went deaf. Like, because he's like,
Basket's
Oh.
literally deaf right now.
for a whole 5 seconds, he was screaming as loud as he could. And then he started to try to wank, and it didn't really work that well. Because it was
I
the
winked
worst,
once.
the worst moment of my life. I just can't handle it.
I winked once, never again.
Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Speaking of
God.
screaming, though, I guess I have another story. So recently, for some reason, my school did some, like, homecoming fucking assembly. And so I decided, since I seem very good at being a Viking, I decided to just scream a whole lot while I was there. Like, every time something happened, like, whenever they said someone's name, just, like, scream. And I did that. And I almost tasted blood. I thought that I tasted blood for a while in the back of my throat because of how much I was screaming and how loud I was fucking screaming. Then at the very end, when I decided that I thought I tasted too much blood and did not want to do that anymore, then they actually asked us, like, get loud. And I just couldn't do it.
Like,
So-
fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah, I was screaming all until the part where they wanted us to scream.
Yep. That seems pretty good.
Yeah, so what other stories do we got?
Ryan, tell the story about Illuminati again.
Illuminati. Okay, that's the story.
Beautiful story.
Thank you.
Thank you, so much. Cry every time.
Inspirational. Truly inspirational.
This is better storytelling than The Last of Us.
Oh.
That doesn't work. Error 301 cannot process story.
I think it's error 404 actually.
I don't care.
301. I don't fucking know. Why do I remember errors?
Because you're a nerd.
You wanna
Okay,
make
so I
it
guess
fucking
we're gonna move on to
stop.
how we all met.
Alright.
Hey, shut the fuck up, 'cause we don't talk about that no more. Oh yeah, I could talk about how I got fired from there.
Okay.
That sounds like it would be an interesting story.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a story about how I got fired.
Okay, So anyways, I took calls some days. I took technical support calls, which are the worst types of calls. And these children kept calling me, so I gutted them alive with my mind powers and my words. And so they kept calling me, and I kind of, sort of, might have been like, "Yo, kids, fuck off," and then at the very moment, my stereotypically black fat boss walks by, or waddles, I guess, like, you know, but he walks by, and he's like, "Yo, what'd you just say?" And he's like, I'm like, "Oh, I said, bye." I hung up the phone, and then he's like, "Austin, I know what you said," and I'm like, "I didn't say anything, I told them children bye," and he's like, "You're fired," and I'm like, "Okay, bye." And that was the last day I ever walked into a Best Buy.
Lovely.
Yeah, I don't go there anymore because I get pissed off.
Truly inspirational.
I hear you adjusting your mic again, by the way.
Sorry.
So I suppose I have another story about the time, or that my dad told me one time about, not really a very long story, but apparently they were, the people at his work, you know, they like took calls all day, and that was pretty much the entire work for like a survey or something, I can't remember. But, they were allowed to like talk with any accent or say whatever, you know, their names and whatever name they wanted, so long as they kept consistent through the entire call. And so apparently one of my dad's coworkers decided to like talk with a super fucking like Muslim accent, or no, that's not right. Like,
Indian.
Like, yeah, Indian accent. That's it.
Hello, how are you today?
Thank you. Come again. And he did that the entire
Thank you,
fucking
come
time, and you know he was allowed to do that.
That's pretty great. I want to work there.
It is.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, you.
Alright. So are there any more stories before we move on to the next section? Or the next topic?
The first time, nah. The first time,
What is
I'll
the
go
next
with the
section?
masturbation story.
The first time I masturbated.
Oh yeah, guys, I have an idea. I think we should all play Cards Against Humanity together sometime.
We should do that, actually.
That's actually really funny.
Austin.
Hayden, have you ever played Cards Against Humanity?
I did. Actually, fun fact, I was, I'm a theatrical person, so we go on these drama trips every year, and we went to Oregon, and our teacher played Cards Against Humanities with us, and, she's like 70.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's just say
That's
things
awkward.
got weird.
Wow.
Anyway, Austin. Where's your
Yeah. Wait, what?
your PS3?
It's in my room?
Are you in your room?
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's because you are a weird motherfucker.
Are you gonna, like, blow it up remotely or some shit?
No, do you have Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for it?
No.
Okay.
So I guess anyways, let's move on to how we all met.
Alright. So who's going to go first with how they met who?
Do you just want to count as how we all met, like you, me, Ryan, and myself, as like one thing, so we don't have to go into like, oh, I met him at school, because that's really short.
Well, saying that we all met each other on games wouldn't really be much longer, you know?
We all met.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The stories with how like me and Ryan met aren't very interesting because we were just both in health class and he asked me about my Minecraft shirt
What's a
or something
penis?
like that.
Yeah, I asked you about your Minecraft Creeper Anatomy shirt that you were
I
wearing.
still remember which exact shirt that was.
It's not that.
And so we decided to like fucking play Minecraft with each other. And I remember we found a really shitty server that like they had recently turned off their anti-grief or something like that. And there was
You
literally
mean
this spawn-
shittier than McSpiffy?
Yeah, much shittier than McSpiffy. So we literally
Damn, dude, that's
spawn-
hardcore.
Spawn was mostly alright, and then everything around it was just like a crater, like a fucking nuke went off. Because there was just nothing anymore. Like, you know in the cartoons when there's just like an explosion and then there's like the pillars with something on top of them left over? It was like that pillar was spawn. There was just nothing left.
It was just bad.
And then how me and Baskets met, we were just on TF2 night team servers, and he asked me if I had a mic. I remember we were on Egypt. That's not terribly interesting. And then me and Austin, we were both on McSpiffy, and I announced to the server that I was recording, and he came to spawn where I was, and he started like jumping around in my face like, hey, hey, and like said that he was also recording too, I think, or something like that. And so we decided to record together, and I remember we had some kind of like a duel or something like that. And then we started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on top of a roof or some shit.
Yeah, we had a duel with I think Ryan and
Right.
some other guy.
A creepy ass sheep on top of the roof.
That was not a sheep. That was the monstrosity. I based the sheep that I made after the monstrosity that I was making. The monstrosity came first. I remember we needed this sheep. We needed, yeah, you killed a sheep, and I got pissed off at you because you killed a sheep.
That was Alpha who killed the sheep.
Yeah, right. Austin killed the sheep, and so I decided I would take the wool and recreate the sheep. And so I got some chicken and I got a sign, and if you
Fuck
go to
that
my
sheep.
YouTube channel, you can see what it ended up as. It became pretty damn.
I thought you deleted that video.
I deleted the video, but it's my channel banner now. Because
Oh,
sheep.
right.
yeah, I guess I can also actually post it.
You deleted
on the
precious
podcast.
memories.
I deleted memories of me being a school.
Yeah.
kid.
And me punching Alpha
So-
off the roof.
Yeah, that too.
So, I'll move to Hayden because I think this might have been before or after that. But me and Hayden, I remember sitting in science class first semester.
Mhm.
I think I was a freshman.
Yeah, we were freshmen.
Freshman.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and I was just sitting at my desk, being bored as fuck, and I saw Chance walk over to. You guys don't know who Chance is, but I saw him walk over to this kid, and he was playing on his like little huge tablet thing,
Little huge tablet thing.
and I think you were playing Plague Inc.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I
it
had no
was.
idea what the hell it was. And I walked over there, I'm like, the fuck is this game? And you were like, oh, it's Plague Inc. And then you started making like this thing called lesbianism, and you started like spreading it to people, and it was like a disease. And I was very confused on the concept.
Lesbianism has taken over the entire world.
Yeah, and then I think one was like Obamacare one day. And anyways, like day after day, I just kept like going back over there because he'd like always be playing it. We'd all just sit like huddled around this corner watching this kid play this game. And then like the second semester, like we were in a different class. We were in Mr. Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
And he's part of the Wu-Tang class. Wu-Tang clan. And me and him, like, we happened to see each other, and we're like, oh, hey, I remember you from last semester. I'm going to sit by you, because you seem like a cool dude. And then it just kind of blossomed like a beautiful, sexy flower from there.
God, Austin, do you remember that time when I taught you how to solve a Rubik's Cube?
Did you just like
That's
take the
so
stickers
fucking
off and put them
confusing.
back on?
No,
Yeah.
actually, like...
No,
I
he can do it in like 2.5 minutes.
Damn, dude.
wrote
Actually,
down,
though- Okay, wait. Thinking about Rubik's Cubes, I have a friend in my class who's like a freaking genius at solving Rubik's Cube. He can do it in like not even a minute. It's freaking insane.
Speaking of tablets and friends in school.
And he can do it one-handed.
Okay, so speaking
Shush.
of tablets and friends in school. I also
Damn,
remember
Ryan.
one time in health class we were like in a different room for some reason and had like sofas and shit. And I think it was like some dare thing for anti-drugs or something weird like that was going on. And
Ew.
there was like a cop
It's
in
like
there.
30,000 years old.
Yeah, there was like a cop in there who was like, hey, don't do drugs, not do whatever you want. And there were like several sofas, and so Ryan got out his tablet and started playing Temple Run. And I remember Jackson was also there. You guys don't know Jackson because
Ew.
Jason.
we have actually lynched him. We burned him at the stake, and he's no longer with us.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Jason anymore. So we were both there.
God.
Me and Ryan were there. There was no one else. And so I remember we were playing Temple Run with him, and for some reason I decided, you know what? There should be a 2-player Temple Run. How about this? I'm going to tell you which direction to go, and you do it. And I just continuously shouted out left. Even if it was right, I just shouted out left. Because my sense of direction is fucked up due to Minecraft, and I changed my controls, I switched them around, and I don't know, some crazy shit happened, and so it was just left.
Sweet.
And it wasn't my tablet, it was like my phone.
You sure about that? I remember it being like a tablet.
It was my phone. At that time, I didn't have my tablet. I got my tablet like a year after or so.
Also, if my sticky note is correct, we do not have any more topics after that. So either we can just stop it now, or we can just think about some other random shit to talk about.
The Cool Cup.
I'm done with.
We've already talked about
I'm stopping
The
it.
Cool Cup.
I'm done with stopping here. I think.
Yeah. Yep. Alright, so, guys, make sure to fucking subscribe to this channel and like this video, otherwise I'm going to go to your house and do what I did to Jason.
Subscribe to my channel.